Hello. How are you guys doing? This is the last show of the year. It's tomorrow. We don't have a show. Tomorrow's a Sunday, I believe. Yep, today's Saturday. Today's the last show of the year, and then we have our first show of next year coming up Monday the 1st. So, not sure how much will have happened by then. Sorry for the delay. I'm still having internet problems in my house. The internet service provider is very slow to fix their line. So the way we do this show and the way we've done it for the last 6 months, may be different next year. I'm not sure exactly what we're planning on doing yet. Hi, Binance user 520BF. Nice to have you with us. My kid broke my glasses as well, so if I have a hard time because my glasses aren't straight, that's why. Don't worry about it. Things happen when you have little kids. It's quite fun though. She's awesome. Let's see. Let's take a look at the news. Let's get in here. MicroStrategy's strategic Bitcoin acquisitions ahead of potential spot BTC ETF approval. We're seeing a lot of this actually. MicroStrategy has significantly increased its Bitcoin holdings, purchasing an additional 14,620 BTC, bringing its total to 189,150 Bitcoins in anticipation of the potential approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF in the United States. This move reflects the company's strong belief in Bitcoin's value and its influence on the cryptocurrency market, amidst varying opinions on the impact of a potential spot Bitcoin ETF. BendDAO unveils BRC20 service to bridge BRC20 and ERC20 liquidity. BendDAO is launching the BendDAO BRC20 service, a groundbreaking initiative designed to bridge BRC20 and ERC20 token liquidity, facilitating seamless asset transfers and lending within the Bitcoin and Ethereum ecosystems. The service, which also integrates Bitcoin NFTs into the DeFi landscape, represents a significant step towards creating a more unified and interconnected blockchain ecosystem, enhancing opportunities for investment and asset management in the DeFi space. I know the Bitcoin maximalists are probably in an uproar about that. It happens. Sorry, guys. But not really sorry. That can be helpful for other people too. Bonk faces 12% dip amid Solana profit-taking surge. Bonk falls 12% as Solana profit-taking occurs. Corgi AI challenges Bonk's position as the third largest meme coin. Why are these all dog-based? Analyst predicts a potential slow decline for Bonk before any major move. Interesting. We'll see how that goes. We'll look at the market after all this afterwards. Hooked Education Launchpad revolutionizing Web3 learning and project launches. Hooked Education Launchpad introduces a fair launch platform for Web3 projects aiming to revolutionize learning and innovation in the Web3 space. Its first project, focusing on the BRC20 initiative, leverages Hook tokens to enhance educational opportunities and keep the community engaged with Bitcoin's growth. It's interesting. Hi, Sumon Mia. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for the gift, Binance user D71B1. That's cool. I think it's Summon Mia. I mispronounced your name, probably. It's a cool name. I like it. Thanks for joining in, especially in the holiday season as everything's going on. It's nice to have you guys with us. GBA Capital announces $10 billion Web3 fund. GBA Capital invests $10 billion in Web3 fund for virtual reality, metaverse, and NFT startups in the Greater Bay Area. Oh, so that's in that's the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. The firm plans global tours to promote meta assets backed by strong financial partners, driving digital economy growth. Zongrong Global secures $14 million in angel funding, boosting Web3 and AI services, attracting startups to the Greater Bay Area. Interesting. Grayscale refiles its spot Bitcoin ETF application. We're going to be seeing a lot of those. Taproot Wizards launches scripts to reject ordinal inscriptions. Taproot Wizards have launched a script that will help users through Bitcoin nodes to reject ordinal's inscriptions. Ordinal debate and solutions are on the horizon. In a peculiar development within the Bitcoin community, a contributor to Taproot Wizards, an art collection immortalized by Bitcoin ordinals, claims to have devised a method for Bitcoin enthusiasts to reject ordinal's inscriptions. This individual contributing to Taproot Wizards, operating under the pseudonym Rijndal, serves as the chief technology officer for the firm. On December 26th, Rijndal shared a script designed to prompt nodes to reject blocks containing inscriptions. The suggestion is that if the majority of nodes adopt this stance, miners would likely choose to build on a chain without inscriptions or sell into a smaller market. In a somewhat provocative tone, the Taproot Wizards contributor challenged critics of ordinals, urging them to run the script or acknowledge that they are merely virtue signaling on Twitter without a genuine interest in stopping inscriptions. He emphasized that he provided a solution and that users choosing not to implement it would bear the responsibility for their decision. On the GitHub repository page, Rijndal further exaggeratedly mocked Ordinal's critics. Despite this bold move, Glassnode's lead analyst, known as Checkmate on X, expressed skepticism about the script gaining traction. Checkmate argued that the software was likely created to illustrate that most critics of ordinals are in the minority. He explained that the available software can invalidate ordinals on a user's node, but pointed out that it essentially renders the node unusable as ordinals transactions are valid. According to Checkmate, this demonstration highlights the ongoing standoff that characterizes Bitcoin governance. There's a big debate going on there. And not sure where that's going to go. Time will tell. It's like the historical debates within the big philosophical movements, such as, for example, the ancient Orthodox Church debate with the iconoclasts as whether they should have icons in their churches or not. I feel like ordinals is a similar debate where one group will definitely like wipe out the other group at some point, one way or another, or push them out of their ecosystem completely instead of unifying around some kind of compromise. This is what history teaches us usually happens in these situations. But, you know, Web3 has some creative people. Maybe someone will come up with a thing that will make them all happy, but it's historically unlikely. But you never know. Sometimes things work out. Microsoft launches its Copilot app on Play Store. Microsoft has launched its Copilot application in collaboration with OpenAI on the Play Store. Speculation surrounding an expansion to iOS. So it's a standalone AI chatbot app for Android. The app, now available on Google Play Store, is a product of Microsoft's collaboration with the leading AI developer OpenAI. By integrating the sophisticated language and image generation capabilities of ChatGPT-4 and DALL-E 3 with GPT Vision's image analyzing features, Copilot brings a blend of advanced AI functionalities to users' fingertips. Interesting. It's an evolution of the previous standalone Bing search app. Copilot offers users a diverse range of AI-enhanced tasks, from answering complex questions to generating visuals and even assisting in document drafting. The app serves as a comprehensive AI companion. Notably, Microsoft consolidates all its AI-powered services, including the coding assistant Cortana and the AI-powered web search and chatbot under the Copilot umbrella as a unified product. What sets Copilot apart is its departure from the prevalent subscription-based model. Unlike ChatGPT Plus, Copilot provides advanced AI features at no cost. I'm gonna have to look this up. Like if it's free, there's no reason why you wouldn't use it. But I guess you're training Microsoft and OpenAI's AI so they can compete better with everybody else. Robert Kiyosaki shares tips on how to accumulate wealth. Could be interesting. Famous author Robert Kiyosaki has shared an in-depth insight into his wealth-building strategies, adoption strategies, and diversifying portfolios. Renowned author Robert Kiyosaki, co-author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, recently shared insights on his wealth-building strategies. Notably, he emphasized the significance of the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, scheduled for January 20th to 21st, where he is slated to be a keynote speaker. Robert Kiyosaki, whose book has sold over 32 million copies worldwide, believes that the future of stock and bond markets lies in resource-focused startups, distinguishing them from the more commonly known Silicon Valley technology startups. Yeah, you can't have technology without being, like, for example, I'm running a computer right now. I wouldn't be able to do a Binance Live or a YouTube live stream without the minerals that were mined in order to make this machine, right? So he's trying to invest upstream into things that are necessary for that downhill or downstream, to keep the same symbolic analogy. This is where real opportunities lie for those seeking to be part of the forthcoming investment boom in resources. That's very interesting because I know somebody involved in this. It's like CEO of a mining firm. That's like a mining firm startup, which sounds strange, but I probably shouldn't use the word startup because of how expensive the tools and everything are. But it feels like some of these mining companies are built using some of the same style of management as startups. Bankruptcy judges did what regulators could not in 2023. Is regulation better in the courts? Bankruptcy judges who investigated crypto exchange collapses in 2023 surpassed regulators and prosecutors on matters of regulations. Most of the crypto bankruptcies happened in 2022, and the year 2023 has seen bankruptcy judges restore order to the industry, a move the SEC and the CFTC have not been able to achieve. Analysts report that bankruptcy judges' expertise on complex financial issues and experience with multiple business types might be the best crypto industry can get. That's very interesting. In 2022, several companies, including FTX Group, Celsius Network LLC, BlockFi Inc., and Voyager Digital Holdings, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. If 2022 was the year of the crypto crash, 2023 was the year of picking through the ruins. Despite leaving thousands of clients without ownership of assets they thought they held, the judge's rulings might define the crypto business for years to come. The use of bankruptcy to aid in the revival of the crypto ecosystem comes at a time when Chapter 11 is being used to treat a wide range of societal evils, from the opioid crisis to asbestos exposure. Bankruptcy courts became the major forum for finding an answer to that question. Bankruptcy judges define the relationship between certain crypto account holders and the corporations as a result of Chapter 11 disclosures, which offered greater openness to the budding industry. Nearly a year ago, Judge Martin Glenn of the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of New York announced a decision that would reverberate throughout 2023. He ruled on January 4th that crypto assets in Celsius's earn accounts that accumulated income belonged to Celsius, not the clients who deposited them. Glenn's judgment turned thousands of consumers into unsecured creditors, thereby eliminating any hopes of ever receiving their money back. However, this does not imply that Glenn's decision was incorrect. The court applied bankruptcy law to the facts of the Celsius case and felt he had no choice, quote unquote, but to rule as he did. According to Yedev, who co-wrote a paper on bankruptcy courts and crypto, the verdict highlights the court's problematic position as well as the vulnerability of customers without regulatory assistance. The Celsius decision shook the industry. Other crypto organizations rushed to reassure clients that their deposited funds are secure, and experts advised crypto users to keep their funds in accounts that work differently than earn accounts. So we'll see what happens in the future, but that forces regulators to actually take a look on how to protect customer funds as well. What's the fate of France's economy as Macron loses ground? I haven't been paying attention to this, even though I'm French. I sound very French sometimes. But Macron's waning influence raises concerns about the future direction of France's economy. The upcoming political shift may impact economic reforms and market stability. France faces a critical balance between growth, social equity, and political change. As France stands at a pivotal juncture in its political history, the question that looms large is, what does the future hold for its economy? With Emmanuel Macron, his influence waning, the political landscape of France is undergoing a seismic shift, one that could have profound implications for its economic health. The once sturdy ground under President Macron's feet seems to be crumbling. The man who once symbolized a new wave of centrist politics, center-left, I would say, is now grappling with a restless nation where discontent simmers just beneath the surface. His decline in influence is more than just a political fable. It's a harbinger of potential economic tumult. The reason I say center-left is because he was Minister of Finance under François Hollande, who was a Socialist Party president. So he left a socialist government a year before the elections to create his own political party, took the most, it's not about competence, it's not about corruption, it's about the people with the least amount of loyalty to their political party from the Socialist Party and what was the Union for a Popular Majority, which was the center right-wing party. He took the majority of their people, like anybody who was interested in being in government, basically left those political parties, joined him, and he won the elections because he had almost the entire media's backing. It was really strange. For most voters, it's like he came out of nowhere. Women voted for him because he was young. Some people voted for him because he wasn't, it didn't seem racist. Some people voted for him because he seemed like he wasn't as crazy as the far left. So he was kind of like voted by some people because they thought he was the least worst candidate, not because they liked him. So nobody likes him in France, which is complicated, but that's the way French politics work. Once you're in power, nobody likes you. They did the same with Charles de Gaulle, who literally helped France get its independence from literal Nazis, right? And they still kicked him out of power and didn't like him for many reasons. And now people complain that, like, oh, he was a better president. So looking back, they look at some presidents in a good light. Mitterrand was like a horrible person who was spying on everybody. And a lot of French people think he was the best president in French history because they don't remember what it was like under him. And things like that. So like the French have a very strange relationship with their leaders. I think a lot of democracies do, especially republics. So we'll see what happens with a lot of his reforms aren't getting through. And so it's complicated. And he's not actually fixing the economy either. It's really weird. Russia, Iran finally dumped the US dollar for good. I think this is like the 10th article similar to this I've seen. Russia and Iran ditched the US dollar, opting for local currencies in their trade. Not surprised. This move signifies a strategic shift towards economic independence within the BRICS bloc. The decision challenges the global financial order and strengthens new geopolitical alliances. I mean, it's not a new alliance. They've been allied for a very, very long time. Iran's nuclear everything was helped along by Russia. Russia gets drones to bomb Ukrainian cities from Iran, and they're giving Iran technology in exchange. Allegedly, it's hard to tell exactly if that's true or not. It's like, what did they give them, right? But yeah, they work together on a lot of things. 2023 Crypto Magazine, a look at highlights that shaped the industry this year. The 2023 crypto year has seen a roller coaster from the bear market to the start of the bull rally, with a heavy focus on the SEC and the United States regulatory landscape. Sam Bankman-Fried, the former CEO of crypto exchange FTX, was found guilty of fraud in connection with the misappropriation of customer funds at the bankrupt exchange. The SEC charged Binance, Coinbase Global Inc., Kraken, and other platforms with operating unregistered securities exchanges. The industry will aim to define crypto assets as securities and commodities in 2024. Meanwhile, Chair Gary Gensler's belief that everything except Bitcoin is under SEC authority will remain a vocal regulatory point. We'll see how that goes. U.S. Congressman vows to oust Gensler from SEC in 2024. U.S. Congressman Warren Davidson calls for firing SEC Chair Gary Gensler in 2024. Davidson criticizes the SEC's aggressive approach under Gensler, particularly towards the crypto sector. He introduced the SEC Stabilization Act to restructure the agency and remove Gensler. About to face significant upheaval if U.S. Congressman Warren Davidson has his way. In a charged call for change, Davidson has publicly declared 2024 as the ideal time to dismiss Gary Gensler, the current SEC chair. His bold assertion is not merely a statement of intent, but a reflection of a growing discontent with the leadership and operational direction of the SEC under Gensler's tenure. Davidson, known for his forthright opinions and decisive actions, has been a vocal critic of the SEC's approach, especially in its dealings with the burgeoning digital asset sector. Under Gensler's stewardship, the SEC has adopted what many see as an overly aggressive and enforcement-centric regulatory posture. There's a push for legislation to reform that. There's also a push for some to pretty much ban crypto, which is not going to get through. World leaders join Digital Economy Forum for Web3 and Metaverse. The Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area Digital Economy Development Conference focuses on Web 3.0 and Metaverse, with global leaders attending. The conference emphasizes yuan assets, blending traditional and digital assets, aiming to boost the Greater China region's economy. I want to say world leaders. The conference stands as a testament to the rapidly evolving digital era, where technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the metaverse are reshaping the business world. Wu Ying, the honorary chairman of the conference organizing committee, underlined the significance of yuan assets, an innovative blend of traditional and cutting-edge digital assets. This fusion promises to elevate the digital economy of not only the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Bay Area, but the Greater China region as a whole to unprecedented heights. So they're going to have basically what is NFTs on the yuan, on the digital yuan. Am I reading this correctly? I don't see anything international about this. I just see Chinese stuff in this. So I wouldn't say world leaders. It's an interesting title. Top crypto fundraisings for 2023. What's the 2024 market direction? Yeah, that's a good question. Total crypto investment fell 68% to $10.6 billion in 2023. The third quarter of 2023 saw the lowest crypto and blockchain investment since the fourth quarter of 2020 at $1.975 billion, so less than $2 billion in one quarter. That's not much. A U.S. federal regulatory crackdown, a crypto bear market, and a poor year for venture capital all contributed to a dry funding landscape, but there was slight funding. The third quarter saw crypto firms raise $2.1 billion across 297 deals, according to the State of Crypto Fundraising report by Masari. This is a 36% decrease compared to the second quarter. That's pretty dark. Solana-based crypto trader achieves 21,715x gain in 22 days. What? Rapid $90 to $2 million transformation highlights crypto's unpredictable potential. Solana's ecosystem resurgence sparks traders' meteoric success. Questions arise over legitimacy amid allegations of insider trading. In a remarkable feat of cryptocurrency trading process, an anonymous trader has turned a mere 1.5 SOL, equivalent to approximately $92 when they began, into a staggering $2 million in just 22 days. This extraordinary success story made possible by trading a little-known Solana-based altcoin known as Silly shortly after its debut in the market. That's crazy. So he bought 43.1 million Silly. Then he sold 33.34 million Silly for $528,000, and currently still has 9.76 million left. That's nuts. And this is according to Look On Chain. Okay, I'm impressed. It's possible he knew things other people didn't as well, and was like an insider trader. That's also possible. We can't know because it's anonymous. Bitcoin's roadmap for 2024, realistic expectations. Bitcoin's price may be influenced by the potential approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF, attracting mainstream investment, but also causing short-term volatility. The 2024 Bitcoin halving event is expected to impact the market, potentially initiating a new bull run, but with a less dramatic effect than previous cycles due to market maturity. Increasing institutional interest in Bitcoin could significantly shape market sentiments, although the actual impact might be unpredictable and varied. Yeah, so we're not sure because we're not looking at this like prophets. Not profits. Like we're not prophetic about what's going to happen with Bitcoin. If DC can't lead America into a crypto revolution, who can? DC can't lead anybody into a revolution. In 2023, U.S. state governments, not the federal government, led significant digital asset policy initiatives. California's digital financial assets law sets rigorous regulations for digital asset businesses from 2025. DFAL, so that's the law, modeled after New York's BitLicense, faces criticism for broad definitions and limited exemptions. State-level actions in 2023 and 2024 are shaping the future of U.S. digital asset policy, independent of federal direction. That's very true. And we're seeing more regulation in the more socialist-leaning states like New York and California. It's like the other states need to like get into a groove and like actually make some regulations that make sense, that are business friendly, but also protect customers. That's something I'd like to see this year for the other states. I mean, there are 48 other states. There's a lot of wiggle room for that to happen. Like Wyoming could come out with some really interesting crypto regulation. MicroStrategy's stock surges 350% in 2023 on Bitcoin ETF expectations. I think the title there speaks for itself. Bitcoin ETF's potential to replicate S&P 500 success in 2024. That is true. Bitcoin ETF approval, SEC's battle to ensure fair play in crypto investment. Let's take a look at this. The SEC's Bitcoin ETF decision shapes crypto market fairness and competition. Cash-only ETFs offer tax advantages, adding appeal to crypto investments. Grayscale's dominance poses a challenge for SEC in fostering fair play. Yeah, there are a few that are pretty big that make it difficult to... The 2023 award for top crypto villain goes to the following. A crypto villain is not your typical nemesis. 2023's top villains are 2022's crypto heroes who appeared to propel the industry forward, but it was all a front. Gary Gensler, SEC's chair, tops the villain list for obvious reasons. He has led the worst attacks on the industry bests, such as Binance, Coinbase, CZ, and Kraken. SBF has made the villain list in 2022 and 2023 after he was found guilty on all counts of fraud for the collapse of FTX. He presently sits at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center awaiting sentencing in March 2024. No surprises there. Manta Network's new paradigm event surpasses $380 million in total value locked. So in 2 weeks, with 102,000 participants, earn rewards with rare NFTs, top 200 on leaderboard recognized, 50 million Manta tokens, 15 million for T7 NFT holders, 5 million for special events. That's interesting. New Paradigm is a groundbreaking event hosted by Manta Network. And they got a lot done in their event, it looks like. Events do a lot for crypto ecosystems, it seems. Just in general, when they do an event, things happen. Blast deposits hits $1.1 billion amid its February launch anticipation. Blast has hit a milestone. We just talked about that. There's some controversies about the platform's market strategy. A key point of contention revolves around the perceived risks associated with allowing deposits on a platform that is not yet operational. Some critics have drawn parallels to a pyramid scheme, positing that early depositors and affiliate marketers may disproportionately benefit from the eventual airdrop. It is crucial to contextualize these developments within the broader crypto market, where prices have surged significantly throughout the year. Bitcoin has witnessed a remarkable 150% increase, reaching approximately $43,000, while Ether has doubled in value, hitting $2,400. So the overall market optimism means maybe if you get it in early, you can get out higher than anybody else, like make more. Potentially. But theoretically, that's the case in every bull market. Indonesia orders crypto exchanges to undergo registration. Take a look at chat. It's been a while. You want a Christmas gift? Teminagieva. Long name. I don't do gifts on here. I don't do any transactions with any of you guys. I want to keep this as clean as possible. Like no financial entanglements. You know what I mean? Indonesian crypto exchanges have been ordered to register with the new bourse or halt their services. Taxation dynamics and future transformation. A lot's going on in Indonesia. For a while, you could go to Indonesia, do all kinds of crypto stuff, and not pay any taxes. Looks like that time is over. India's de-dollarization push faces significant challenges. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. India has faced a significant challenge in its push to shift oil payments to rupees and reduce reliance on the dollar. Yeah, nobody wants rupees. India's attempt to shift its oil payments to rupees as part of a broader strategy to reduce dependence on the US dollar has encountered setbacks, according to recent disclosures by the Indian Oil Ministry. The initiative aimed to have oil producers accept payments in the local currency, but the ministry acknowledged that it has not gained traction. It's because nobody wants rupees. So if Iran can't really trade with dollars anyways, and they get rubles and yuan, that's fine. They can trade back with China and Russia for what, like some of the things they need. But what is Saudi Arabia going to buy from India in rupees? Their workforce that they get in from there, or there's just not really a point for them. It has to be useful for both sides. And there's nothing they really need from India, which is a problem. Like that's a structural issue that India needs to fix. Need to produce things that other countries really need. TravelX and Viva Aerobus need on a regular basis, like oil, like something you need to buy all the time. TravelX and Viva Aerobus collaborate to digitize airline tickets on the Algorand blockchain. Why does it look like this plane is leaking fuel out of its wings and fuselage? It's scary. It's AI generated probably. TravelX and Viva Aerobus have partnered to convert airline tickets into digital assets using the Algorand blockchain. Passengers can transform their tickets, gaining features like smart buyback and smart flight swap in this collaboration. TravelX's previous partnerships with Flybondi and Air Europa reflect a growing trend of using blockchain, offering NFT-based flight tickets for enhanced customer experiences in the travel industry. That's interesting. I actually like that a lot. Should probably get into that. Will Argentina's crypto redemption succeed? Has it started yet? Argentina, under President Javier Milei, introduces a law to legalize overdue crypto holdings with a tax scheme. The law, part of a wider reform agenda, aims to ease the economic crisis through cryptocurrency adoption. Milei's government allows crypto use for debt payments, signaling a major shift in economic policy. That's awesome, and that could help a lot of people actually, because crypto is a lot more stable than their money. Why central banks are scrapping old inflation predictions. Central banks like the Bank of England and European Central Bank are shifting from traditional inflation forecasting to multiple scenario analysis. This change addresses the unpredictability in economic trends and past underestimations in inflation predictions. The European Central Bank now focuses on the impact of wholesale price changes and diverging oil and gas prices on inflation. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. US economy takes the lead over Europe. Here's why. The United States economy outpaces Europe with debate over using market exchange rates, or PPP, for comparison. Real GDP growth in national currencies shows US GDP growing faster than EU's over 2 decades. The US leads in per capita output growth since 2003, exceeding major European economies. The economic well, I mean, that's logical. If you understand the economic system in the US and the economic systems in, say, Germany and France, without even getting into Spain or Italy or things like that, it makes total sense. Europe's economic landscape is a patchwork of varying growth rates, while countries like Poland, Bulgaria, Romania, and the Baltic states, they have low taxes, by the way, have seen their GDP per capita more than double. Central European nations like Croatia, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia also boast impressive growth figures, and they also have low taxes. In contrast, regional differences within the U.S. present a similar but unique picture. States like North Dakota, Washington, and Utah have excelled, outperforming larger economies like California and New York because they have low taxes. It's funny because North Dakota, Washington's a bit of an outlier here as a state, but North Dakota and Utah are heavily Republican states. When I say heavily, I mean like 70% or up across the board. Like your mayor all the way up to your governor are Republican, and California and New York are heavily Democrat, like the opposite, like 70% Democrat, like from your mayor to your governor in most of the state. Northern California is a bit different, and rural New York is also different. And that's Democrats want high taxes, and they hate people that start businesses because they think if you start a business, you already have money somehow. Same problem with socialists in Europe. So, yeah, the US advantage over the EU isn't just a matter of numbers. Factors like the recent energy crisis, which hit Europe harder because the US is an energy producer and exporter, even with the Democrats trying to stop that, by the way. I didn't expect this article to lead me down this rabbit hole of like how Democrats are trying to destroy American self-resilience by getting rid of oil. And the U.S.'s status as an energy exporter play a crucial role. The European sovereign debt crisis and the U.S.'s substantial fiscal stimulus further tilt the balance in America's favor. However, Europe's growth potential remains under pressure from these ongoing factors, while the catch-up effect of poorer countries might soon plateau. Yeah, once you get to a certain height, then you need new innovation, otherwise you plateau. Exactly what they said. Argentina's eccentric president shakes up Congress. Good. Argentine President Javier Milei introduces a major state reform bill to Congress targeting tax, penal, electoral, and party systems. The bill includes controversial measures like tax amnesties and stricter rules on protests, aiming to reshape Argentina's governance. Milei's reforms face resistance but are driven by a response to Argentina's severe economic crisis, including soaring inflation. So they might actually pass. Plus, if it doesn't work, they can always blame it on him. Solana takes a dive. What's crushing its price now? Solana faces a significant price correction after a 100% rally in December. Profit taking by traders and a shift of capital to Ethereum are key factors in Sol's price drop. Sol's overbought status, indicated by its daily relative strength index, signals a potential sell-off. Yep. I've been wondering when there was going to be a correction. It makes sense for it to happen now. ARK Invest dumps Coinbase, goes all in on Bitcoin futures. Yep, they're selling Coinbase at a huge win that they can use to buy more Bitcoin. So they're just going from win to win, hopefully, that's their plan. Yes, Congress has had a very dramatic year. Yeah, for sure. The U.S. Congress experienced a year of intense political drama and internal conflicts. The House faced unprecedented events, including Kevin McCarthy's election and removal as Speaker. The Senate operated more calmly, but struggled to pass significant legislation. There's a hardcore divide even within political parties. India takes drastic measures against major crypto exchanges. India's FIU-IND issued compliance notices to 9 major offshore crypto exchanges for non-compliance with the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The FIU-IND requested the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to block URLs of these non-compliant entities. Major global crypto exchanges like Binance, KuCoin, and Bitstamp are among those targeted. The move reflects India's stringent approach to regulating the wild cryptocurrency market. So we have the Binance, KuCoin, Huobi, Kraken, Gate.io, Bitrex, Bitstamp, MEXC Global, and Bitfinex are the ones that are off the market for now. Like the URLs are blocked unless you have a VPN. Coinbase leverage limits hit all-time low, traders in disarray. Coinbase International Exchange caps trading leverage at 10x for perpetual futures products. New policy affects major cryptocurrencies, limiting traders to a $90,000 notional value. The leverage change is in response to increasing regulatory scrutiny and risk management. The exchange's move reflects a broader trend towards more regulated crypto trading practices. True, very true. I'm seeing that everywhere I look. The United Arab Emirates and India finalized oil trade with rupees instead of dollar. Lol. India and the UAE have completed their first ever oil trade using the rupee instead of the US dollar. Interesting, because Dubai has a lot of Indian workers, so maybe they can pay them in rupees. This historic agreement is part of the BRICS Alliance's efforts to reduce the dollar's dominance in global trade. India's move to trade in rupees signifies a shift in global financial dynamics, with emerging economies asserting influence. The United Arab Emirates' upcoming membership in BRICS further solidifies their partnerships and opens doors to expanded trade opportunities. BRICS is becoming more and more about China's dominance, and it's not going to help India out much compared to that. Web3 lost $2 billion to frauds and hacks this year. Yep. $1.8 billion lost to hackers and scammers. The Lazarus Group, linked to North Korea, was responsible for 17% of these losses. The largest hack of the year occurred on Mixin Network, resulting in over $200 million in losses. Yep. It's time to fight back. Tom Emmer backs bill to kick Gary Gensler out of the SEC. Okay, this is getting more official. And Ohio Congressman Warren Davidson, we talked about, are co-leading the SEC stabilization bill to remove Chairman Gary Gensler from the Securities and Exchange Commission. Emmer criticizes the SEC chair for favoring Wall Street over Main Street and describes him as ineffective as he is incompetent. Nigeria's crypto industry expected to get a boost with CBN's policy reversal. So with the Central Bank of Nigeria reversed its 2021 directive, lifting the ban on local banks serving cryptocurrency firms, aiming to regulate rather than prohibit the industry. Pan-African Exchange Yellow Card anticipates a surge in crypto adoption, citing increased trust and confidence due to the regulatory framework, fostering collaboration between traditional financial institutions and digital asset providers. The Central Bank of Nigeria's recent guidelines allow virtual asset service providers to open accounts with Nigerian banks, emphasizing the need for constructive collaboration between the government, CBN, and crypto industry players to shape the future of digital finance in Nigeria. PancakeSwap ventures into Web3 gaming with 1.5 million users. Renowned decentralized exchange PancakeSwap ventures into Web3 gaming with its gaming marketplace. PancakeSwap, with multi-chain support, sees success with Pancake Protectors and invites developers to join the evolving ecosystem. The gaming marketplace fosters a vibrant community, allowing developers to showcase games to a vast audience, integrating cake tokens and NFTs for innovative monetization. That's very, very cool. I should probably reach out. Van Eck unveils Bitcoin commercial amidst SEC's spot ETF decision. Van Eck's Bitcoin commercial excites as SEC decides on Bitcoin ETFs. The commercial boosts Bitcoin confidence for all newbies and experts alike. SEC approval of Bitcoin ETFs could reshape crypto and finance. We'll see how that goes. Bitcoin miners sell off as miner reserve drops, uh, impacting crypto prices. Bitcoin miners sold BTC, driving down prices. Miners sold more than usual, impacting Bitcoin's value. Bitcoin holders hold for 4.3 years, longer than other cryptos, and on average. So Bitcoin miners have recently engaged in significant selling, resulting in a decline in the miner reserve metric, which measures the total amount of Bitcoin held in miners' wallets. This trend has sparked speculation about its potential impact on the cryptocurrency market. Yeah, they need to make some money. That's a very bearish signal, though. Cryptocurrency miner kidnapped in Izhevsk, Russia. What the hell? A crypto miner was kidnapped in Russia, but the criminals were caught and may get up to 12 years in prison. Rising risks in the crypto industry with cases of kidnappings and threats, including one involving Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao. Heightened security and caution are essential in the cryptocurrency sector due to ongoing crimes. What the heck? 23-year-old cryptocurrency miner in the city of Izhevsk, Russia, was kidnapped by a criminal gang. The incident occurred on December 25th and culminated in the kidnappers demanding a substantial ransom from the victim's family. However, swift action by the authorities led to the arrest of the perpetrators, shedding light on the dangers faced by individuals involved in the cryptocurrency sector. That's crazy. They asked for 15 million rubles, which is about $166,000. The ruble is dropping in value so fast I can't keep up. Um, yeah, we've seen a lot of kidnappings this last year, actually, compared to other years. Like 2 or 3 is already more than we've seen in like before. I'm glad the authorities caught them. My first response was, are the authorities in on this? But if they caught the guys, then they weren't. Shiba Inu and D3 Global to redefine internet domains with .shib. I wonder if I want a .shib like website. That'd be funny. The Shiba Inu ecosystem continues to buzz with activity, and the latest development to capture the community's attention involves the SHIB name service (SNS) initiative. Shiba Inu's marketing lead and team member Lucy recently visited X to unveil the latest update. The announcement was accompanied by D3 Global's revelation of their collaboration with Shiba Inu to establish a decentralized internet top-level domain, SHIB. This partnership aims to allow Shiba Inu enthusiasts to secure their own .shib domain names, enhancing their digital identities. Shiba Inu joins forces with D3 Global for a unique TLD. In an effort to further expand the Shiba Inu ecosystem, the team has forged a strategic partnership with D3 Global to create a decentralized internet top-level domain called SHIB. This groundbreaking initiative seeks to grant Shiba Inu users exclusive access to this unique TLD, bolstering their online presence and digital identity. Shiba Inu holders are encouraged to pre-register on the D3 platform to take advantage of this exciting opportunity. The process is straightforward and begins with users entering their email address and selecting the Save Your Spot option on the platform's website. An email will be sent to the provided address, enabling users to verify their registration and login. It's important to note that the link sent via email will expire after 30 minutes. Once logged in, users can explore the available .shib domain names and select their desired options. To complete the registration process, users can choose the Remind Me When Early Access Begins option if their preferred domain name is available. This step ensures that users are among the first to secure their .shib domain names. The introduction of the .shib top-level domain by Shiba Inu and D3 Global paves the way for Shiba Inu holders to establish official, interoperable digital identities. This development holds immense potential, allowing users to uniquely represent themselves within the Shiba Inu ecosystem and across the internet. That's amazing. I actually think that's hilarious. I like that a lot. Hi, Binance user 7544D. Sorry, it took me a while to answer you. Hey guys, thanks for joining. It's nice to have you with us. So, crypto hackers Pink Drainer steal $4.42 million in Chainlink in phishing attack. Another phishing attack. It's been a lot of those. That's been most of the hacks and scams. The victim lost 275,700 link, bought for $2.26 million, now valued at $4.66 million. Pink Drainer stole $18.6 million from 9,000 plus victims, highlighting crypto security urgency. Yeah, need to fix those issues. Avalanche Foundation boosts meme sector with culture catalyst funding. The Avalanche Foundation is supporting the meme sector through its Culture Catalyst funding program, focusing on purchasing selected meme tokens to enrich its investment portfolio in the blockchain ecosystem. The foundation's initiative includes a meticulous selection process for meme projects based on criteria like holder count and project maturity, expanding the program's scope beyond traditional crypto asset categories. Huh. That is interesting. I was not expecting that. I guess with all the money they've made with the new things they've been doing, maybe they can do that and hope for the best. Solana surpasses Ethereum in search interest in December 2023. So that's interesting to note. Indonesian authorities crack down on illegal Bitcoin mining operations. Were they stealing electricity again? Indonesian authorities conducted raids on 10 sites involved in illegal Bitcoin mining over the Christmas weekend. The suspects accused of stealing electricity, there we go, from the national grid were found with 1,314 Bitcoin rigs, resulting in approximately $100,000 in losses to the state. Yeah, when you start hitting those 6 digits, that's when they start coming after you. The crackdown reflects a global trend of governments addressing the environmental and regulatory challenges associated with illicit crypto mining activities. That still cracks me up. They were stealing electricity from who? Neighbors? Just grabbed the cable from the sky and I don't know. It's just crazy how people pull this off. The European Central Bank could consider interest rate cuts in the second quarter of 2024, but they might not. Inflation in the Eurozone has decreased to 2.4%, close to the European Central Bank's target of 2%. Economists are divided on whether the ECB has raised rates too aggressively. They don't know. It's hard to tell. Why the global economy still sparks optimism. The global economy exceeded expectations in 2023, showing surprising resilience. Despite challenges like the pandemic and geopolitical tensions, global GDP grew significantly. Inflation rates are projected to decrease with a notable drop in food and energy prices. Interesting. OKX exchange delists privacy coins, including Monero, Dash, and Zcash. Cryptocurrency exchange OKX is set to delist 20 trading pairs, including major privacy coins Monero, Dash, and Zcash, effective January 5th. OKX cites non-compliance with its listing criteria as the primary reason for removing the trading pairs. The decision aligns with user feedback and exchange's token delisting hiding guideline. The announcement led to a market reaction with privacy tokens experiencing a significant decline. OKX, a key player in the market, recorded a substantial spot trade volume of $60.27 billion last month, contributing over 7.2% of the total market volume. It's a pretty big player. So when they decide not to use a certain currency or coins, it has an effect. Zcash and Monero on the chopping block for delisting for OKX, right? Yeah. Nigeria's Naira is about to have its worst year ever. Why? Nigeria's Naira is facing its worst performance since 1999 with a 55% plunge this year. The currency is now one of the world's worst performers, trading at significantly lower rates on the streets. Nigeria's dwindling foreign reserves and economic challenges contribute to the naira's decline, because they can't use those reserves to buy their own currency back like most central banks do in order to raise the value. That's rough. What's the fate of UK's housing market in 2024? UK housing market experienced a 1.8% decline in 2023, with further stagnation or decline expected in 2024. Nationwide reports housing prices are now 4.5% below their 2022 peak, affected by high mortgage rates. Scotland and Northern Ireland saw price rises, while East Anglia faced the biggest drop. It's a very interesting kind of. Why would East Anglia have the biggest? That's interesting. CZ's U.S. departure denied again as sentencing looms. Yep. The Great 2023 Crypto Performance Award, who won? In 2023, Bitcoin and Ethereum witnessed substantial gains of over 150%, nearly 100% respectively. Stocks and ETFs related to the crypto industry outperformed traditional assets. Coinbase's stock price surged by approximately 420%, despite legal battles with the SEC, thanks to diversified revenue streams. Yep, it was a pretty big win for them. Crypto stocks ending 2023 on a sour note. Yeah, they're being sold off now. Coinbase and business intelligence firm MicroStrategy have seen their stock prices drop by 7.4% and 5.4% respectively on the last trading day of the year. Mining companies including Marathon Digital, Hut 8 Corp, and Riot Blockchain have also witnessed significant declines, with Hut 8 leading the way with an 18% drop. Despite the recent dip, Hut 8's shares have surged by over 1,500% this year, fueled by its merger with US Bitcoin Corp. So they're up a lot, and people are selling to get their winnings, basically. Their capital gains, literally their capital gains. How Justin Sun played a part in creating Ethereum. Keep seeing him pop up everywhere. Justin Sun, Tron founder, played a role in Ethereum's early development through his interactions with Vitalik Buterin. In 2015, Sun proposed developing a mobile Ethereum wallet, aligning Ethereum with the mobile internet boom. Sun's vision emphasized technology's primacy in blockchain, with finance as a secondary aspect. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah. While Sun and Buterin may appear to be advocates of contrasting values in the crypto world, their philosophical underpinnings bear striking similarities. Both visionaries believe in the importance of decentralization, a principle where the impact of any single individual on the protocol is minimized, ensuring its eternal operation independent of its founders. They also share commitments to auditability, ensuring that the logic of applications remains open and verifiable to all. However, Sun's approach diverges from Buterin's in certain aspects. Sun emphasizes that the role of technology in blockchain is fundamental, with finance being a derivative. This perspective places technology at the core of blockchain's future rather than its financialization. It's a standpoint that speaks of a belief in the transformative power of technology over the mere lure of monetary gain. Despite their different paths, the commonality in their vision for blockchain technology is evident. Both Sun and Buterin envision a blockchain world that is not just a replica of the existing order, but a reimagined realm built on the pillars of equality, transparency, and accessibility. They understand that deviating from these values would render their efforts meaningless and the new world they aspire to create indistinguishable from the old. That is interesting. Coinbase is all ready for spot Bitcoin ETF approval. Coinbase is actively preparing for the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs. The exchange is positioned as a key player for future spot Bitcoin ETFs, with major financial firms interested. Coinbase's systems upgraded for anticipated significant increases in trading, volume, and market demand. There are market speculation on spot Bitcoin ETFs driving Bitcoin prices, with potential approval seen as a game changer. The race for a spot Bitcoin ETF as SEC deadline approaches. More and more companies just making sure they're going to get accepted in the first round, basically. BNB Chain's 2023 revolutionizing Web3 development with OPBNB and Greenfield. BNB Chain marked a significant year in 2023 with the launch of OPBNB and Greenfield, revolutionizing Web3 development by facilitating seamless dApp creation and enhancing transaction speeds, gas efficiency, and multi-chain capabilities. The chain bolstered support for developers through initiatives like MVB 7, the Kickstart program, Builder grants, and global hackathons, fostering a robust ecosystem for innovation and making blockchain technology more accessible and user-centric. Interesting. Coinbase Custody's new leadership ushers in strategic era ahead of Bitcoin ETF decision. Coinbase Custody undergoes a key leadership change with Rick Schoenberg taking over as CEO from Aaron Schnarch. Aligning with strategic developments as the cryptocurrency market anticipates the SEC's decision on spot Bitcoin ETFs. The company is preparing for a potential surge in activity following ETF approval, emphasizing its readiness to handle increased trading volumes and liquidity, reflecting its commitment to leading the custody sector in a dynamically evolving cryptocurrency landscape. Changpeng Zhao's legal challenges, the denied travel request and its ramifications. We know he just has to wait in the US until his court case. Former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried is unlikely to face a second trial. Yeah, he's probably going to go to prison for what he's already been through. Indonesian authorities shut down Bitcoin mining operations over electricity thefts. We talked about that. Unlocking tokens, crypto projects to release over $150 million in January 2024. DYDX releasing 33.3 million DYDX tokens. DYDX investors will get $61.74 million, while founders and others will receive $34 million from the unlock event. Galaxy, Akala, Liquidity, Tornado Cash, Optimism, and Sui are also unlocking tokens in January, benefiting various stakeholders. Interesting. There's a lot going on there. Former talked about that. Asset managers BlackRock, Valkyrie, and VanEck revise Bitcoin ETF applications again. I feel like they've done this like 10 times in the last month. Looking at chat real quick. I haven't seen your messages for a while. Hi, Helmet, 1997, Sessi1234, Noob Styles, Domino741. Nice to have you with us again. Thanks for joining us, all you guys. It's on the last stream of the year. BlackRock, Valkyrie, and VanEck revised their Bitcoin ETF applications to match the SEC's cash-only preference. BlackRock chose Jane Street and JP Morgan as partners, boosting its chances for SEC approval. A competitive field of asset managers like Grayscale and Fidelity seeks Bitcoin ETF approval, with SEC decisions expected by January 10th, 2024. And a significant development for the cryptocurrency market, S1 forms to the United States Securities and Exchange. They submitted amended S1 forms. When did they do this? I think I read it already. Expecting decisions January 10th. Top 10 crypto airdrops from 2020 to 2023 report. Uniswap leads with a historic $6.43 billion airdrop in 2020, distributing 400 Uni tokens per user. ApeCoin claims the second spot, distributing $3.54 billion of Ape tokens in 2022 to NFT owners. And 2023 Arbitrum takes the lead with a $1.97 billion airdrop of ARB tokens, focusing on enhancing Ethereum smart contract capabilities. That's pretty amazing. Decentralized finance DeFi surges as total value locked achieves new yearly high. Decentralized finance witnesses a resurgence with a yearly high of $52 billion in total value locked. Factors contributing to this surge include the market recovery of major cryptocurrencies, steady investor inflows, and specific protocol enhancements. MakerDAO's rise in real-world assets, innovations in liquid staking protocols like Lido Finance, and Uniswap's V3 protocol launch play key roles in driving the DeFi sector's recovery. Fascinating stuff. All right, let's take a look at CoinMarketCap. Ooh, Bitcoin's down today compared to yesterday. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of things. Okay, let's get into this. Let's start with the top. The global crypto market cap is $1.65 trillion, a 2.4% decrease over the last day. The total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is $71.5 billion, which makes a 8.16% increase. The total volume in DeFi is currently $5.55 billion, 7.76% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. The volume of all stablecoins is now $64.85 billion, which is 90.70% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Bitcoin's dominance is currently 50%, an increase of 0.14% over the day. So in the last 2 days, Bitcoin has actually gone under 50% and back up to 50%. That's interesting. That means all coins are doing better than Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's having some potentially some issues. So fear and greed index is at 68. It's the first time it's been under 70 for a while. And we're in the greed, not the very greed side of things. So Bitcoin is at $42,235.89. Last time I saw it was at 42,300 or something like that. It's down 1.36% in the last 24 hours, down 3.57% this week. Ethereum is at $2,300.54, down 2.65% in the last 24 hours, up 0.42% in the last 7 days. This actually tells me a lot about where things are going right now. This could be a general market correction. Could be. Let's take a look. Biggest losers in the last 24 hours, WeMix is down 8.55% in the last 24 hours, down 20.52% in the last 7 days to $2.64. Say is at 54 cents 38, down 7.11% in the last 24 hours, up 52.99% in the last 7 days. So that's probably just a minor correction for their price. It went up too high too fast, and it's just correcting. It's probably what that's going through. Bonk is down 6.8% in the last 24 hours, down 20.9% in the last 7 days. I saw that's probably because people are selling their bonk to cash out. The Stacks is at $1.42, down 6.69% in the last 24 hours, down 2.81% in the last 7 days. Beam is actually down more somehow, to 1 cent 744, down 6.72% in the last 24 hours, down 6.97% in the last 7 days. Yeah, those are the biggest losers right now. Then we have Helium and Sui also losing about 6%, 6.3%. But yeah, biggest winners. ICP is top of the 100 in biggest gains in the last 24 hours, up 15.3% to $11.01, up 20.74% in the last 7 days. FTX token FTT is at $3.50, up 10.61% in the last 24 hours, down 3.08% in the last 7 days. Then we have Casper CSPR, which is the 100th of the top 100 cryptocurrencies right now. 5 cents, 156, up 10.94% in the last 24 hours, up 19.81% in the last 7 days. Ton from Toncoin, $2.43. Up 7.58% in the last 24 hours, up 9.09% in the last 7 days. And then we have Teller from TRB, up 5.29% in the last 24 hours, up 48.41% in the last 7 days to $258.16. I actually don't know what they do or who they are, but they're in the top winners for today. Cryptocurrencies, let's see. BNB is at $319.14, up 1.06% in the last 24 hours, up 18.28% in the last 7 days. Oh, I just made that very small. Solana is at $103.20, down 5.20% in the last 24 hours, still up 7.5% last week. But Solana's price grew by doubled in the last month, pretty much. So it's expected to keep going down a little bit until it reaches somewhere that makes sense with how much it should be valued. We'll see what happens there. XRP is at 62 cents 65, down 1%, up 1.29%. So in the last 24 hours, in the last 7 days, respectively. ADA from Cardano is at 60 cents 89, down almost 1% in the last 24 hours, up half of 1% in the last 7 days. AVAX from Avalanche is at $39.55, down 2.6% in the last 24 hours, down 12.12% in the last 7 days. Dogecoin is at 9 cents 073, down 1.86% in the last 24 hours, down 2.72% in the last 7 days. I'm seeing a lot of things down in the last 24 hours. This does look like a general market correction. DOT from Polkadot is at $8.32, down 2.63% in the last 24 hours, up 5.69% in the last 7 days. TRX from Tron is at 10 cents 6, down 0.33% in the last 24 hours, down 0.12% in the last 7 days. Matic from Polygon is at 96 cents 57, down 3.84% in the last 24 hours, up 13.42% in the last 7 days. It was above $1 at one point this last week. Link from Chainlink is at $15.34, down 3.63% in the last 24 hours, down 2.42% in the last 7 days. Ton from Toncoin is $2.43, up 7.45% in the last 7 days. In the last 24 hours, sorry, up 9.21% in the last 7 days. SHIB is down 0.9% in the last 24 hours, down 5.24% in the last 7 days. LTC from Litecoin is at $73.60, down 3.86% in the last 24 hours, up 1.95% in the last 7 days. Bitcoin Cash BCH is at $276.69, up 3.85% in the last 24 hours, up 19.5% in the last 7 days. And then we have DAI, which is 19th, which is interesting. I believe it was higher than that, and then ICP in 20th place because of its it being the biggest winner in the last 24 hours. It actually jumped up above Uniswap. By quite a lot, by about $600 million worth of market cap. Uniswap is only $300 million above Atom from Cosmos in market cap. So Uniswap got overtaken by the Internet Computer, and Uniswap overtook Atom from Cosmos that was in 20th place for a while. And Unisid Layer that were in 20th place are now in 25th. The Near protocol, which was in 21st place, is now 24th. Things are moving here, and I see Optimism is 26th. And there's quite a bit of movement down that way. OKB as well is in there in the top 30. So in 30 to 20th place, a lot of things are moving. I remember when Monero was much higher up. Yeah, things are moving a lot in the crypto market. And they have been throughout the last few months of this year as this kind of bull run started. It's been very, very interesting. It's crazy. I still recognize most of these from a year ago. There are a few I don't recognize, but I believe they just came into the. They're in the bottom 20 of the top 100, the ones I've never really looked into too much. So I need to do some more research on my end as this market changes again. Hi, Abdo Project Win. Nice to have you with us. Hi, Crypto 2024 Gallery USA. Nice to have you guys with us. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great and happy New Year. Thanks a lot. It's been pretty amazing to spend the last, the last pretty much 6 months doing this show and talking with you guys. Definitely like and subscribe. If you subscribe, we'll actually get to 5,000 subscribers within 6 months. Not very many of you have subscribed since the beginning, because I know I get a lot more unique viewers than the amount of subscribers. So it'd be awesome if you guys would subscribe for the end of the year. That way we have a good vision, a good visibility of how many of you guys are actually interested in watching more content from Cryptopolitan on Binance Live. Thank you very much. Have a happy new year and a great 2024. I hope it'll be a lot better for everyone than 2023 has been. Thank you very much.